Well, I had quite a normal life until I ended up at the emergency room one day. Living about a half mile away from our local hospital, I could not make it to the emergency room without screaming, holding on to the bar that goes up alongside, just trying to get to the ER. When I got to the hospital, they weren't very receptive. And I ended up having to lay on the floor in the emergency room. The pain was just tremendous. The pain was shooting down my legs, not allowing me to move at all, from down my legs, from my hips all the way down to my feet. Just couldn't move. It felt like I was being almost electrocuted. I had a hard time getting them to put me into a bed. They tried putting me into a chair. I just couldn't do anything but get in one position and actually not move. And at that point, they had given me one shot of painkiller at my family doctor before I went there, which was like a block away. And then they had given me double shots of morphine while I was there because it wasn't killing the pain. I just was like frozen. Well, originally they were referring me out for back surgery. They had me call a doctor and make an appointment. And I had gone to a regular chiropractor in the town I come from, and he didn't even want to touch me. I just didn't want to go to the back surgery. So my friend Leanne, she basically said, you got to just give it a shot. Christmas time, you have nothing to lose. And at that point, I wasn't crazy about hospitals, and if you don't have to get cut or whatever. And the medicine I was taking before I came here I was at the end of prescriptions that they weren't going to refill anymore because I've been taking everything I possibly could. When I came up here, of course, I said, I don't know about this. I said, this sounds kind of crazy. So after my first treatment that I was here, I can honestly tell you that I hadn't taken anything but a Tylenol or an ibuprofen once a day. No other painkillers or anything like that. So up until right now, which, if I go out and really exert myself, just a couple weeks later, I don't even think it's 2 months. If I go out and do a little bit of like exercising hard or something like that, I still have a little tightness in my back, but I don't have any pain, none at all, not enough to take a Tylenol. That's the most amazing part. I am almost back to complete 100%, I would definitely say that. I'm a little afraid inside my head to go out, and I definitely wouldn't do a 5-mile run or anything like that right now. But I mean, I'm back to working. I have been since the day I came, my first day. I came here, I went home. The next day, I was back at work full time, with no interruptions, one treatment. I never took anything other than possibly, an ibuprofen or a Tylenol at the most, 1 or 2 times only since I started here. And that's less than 2 months. Friends and family. Oh my goodness. I am a real estate agent. So I come across people every day, photographers, inspectors, appraisers, do listing appointments, sellers. There isn't a day that doesn't go by that I'm probably not a walking billboard for listen, you would never guess that the week before Thanksgiving, I was laying taking morphine and nothing was working. And in less than 2 months, I've come here and I have gotten your treatment. And the very first treatment, it was like I was 3/4 of the way back in and no pain at all.